Let me tell you what I'm doing, because I'm a smart guy. When I was younger, someone said to me, Brodie, you have to be in it to win it. You can't just sit around waiting for it to drop in your lap. So, here I am. I'm in the game. I'm pushing. My whole life is about chasing after what I know will bring satisfaction to my soul. I don't tell people this, but secretly, I'm devoting all my energies to this pursuit. You're probably wondering what I'm pushing for, so let me tell you. It's right there. It is what will bring me lasting contentment. When I get it, I'll be happy. I want it so badly, I'm chasing after it with all my might. I know if I could just reach it, just grab it, just hold it and clutch it, then finally I'd truly be satisfied. I think I'm going to reach it soon. I've spent my whole life chasing after it. At the moment, I'm after good grades. It's kind of strange that parents send their kids two messages. One is, money isn't everything. The other one is, you have to get good grades. But the reason you have to get good grades is so you can get into a really good uni. The reason you have to get into a really good uni is so you can get a really good job. The reason you have to get a really good job is so you can make really good money. It's a little confusing for us kids. I'm getting pretty good grades. Don't know if they're good enough to get into Melbourne Uni, mind you. So, I have to get over that. Funny thing is, I go to church where there's people in therapy for not having gotten into Melbourne University. But also, people who went into Melbourne University are in therapy for having to go to Melbourne University. It turns out grades aren't it. So, they are nice, but they aren't it. Then there was a girl. She was a bit older than me, but I thought, if she would ever go out with me, that would be it. She was beautiful, and everybody wanted to go out with her. She ended up going into acting and becoming famous. She went out with me, of course, and that was nice and all, but it wasn't it. It might have been it for her, but it definitely wasn't it for me. As I have gotten older, I find it seems to be more elusive. When I bought my first iPod, man, I thought that was it. But as much as I love music, I just knew that when I bought my first phone, it was never going to get any better than that. I knew if I could just keep upgrading that phone every few years, I'd be content the rest of my life. And it was really nice. But after a while, it didn't make me feel grateful anymore. I got used to it. In fact, if my phone broke or Telstra told me I couldn't upgrade that year, I felt like I had been cheated. Because now I deserved it. I was entitled to it. It turns out having a phone wasn't it. I thought maybe it was when I got into the NCC basketball team. I thought maybe it would be when I played footy for the Wanturna Devils. Then I thought maybe it would be when I was voted captain for the Devils. Then I thought maybe it would have to be when I held up the premiership trophy after winning our footy grand final. I thought maybe it would be when I could save up enough money to buy some new vans or a new footy. I know it is somehow connected to money. Probably a lot of money. Everything has a price tag. I think the problem is I just don't have enough money yet. I'm not quite sure how much exactly is enough. I guess I'll know when I see it. I think a part of what makes me go after it is I keep seeing other people go after it. Everybody is going after it. It's really helpful to keep track of other people. I find comparing myself to other people is how I keep score. Measuring myself against other people lets me know how I'm doing. I'm pretty sure people who have more, they're the people who have it. There are a lot of people around here who have more. One of the things that keeps me pushing is I keep watching other people who seem to be getting ahead of me. There's this guy, Mr. K. He's super fit and one tough dude. He definitely has it. Man, do I feel wimpy. Then there's Mrs. Cavert. She can pretty much make anyone tremble in their shoes. If I could do that, I know I would have it. And then there's Batters, who has like a gazillion ways to paralyze someone. Now that's what I call it. Boy, am I scared. How about Mr. Harrison? He can spot an untucked shirt a mile away. He definitely knows where to spot it. Then there's Mr. Stars. He's the principal. He was always getting involved in sports and games, but he hasn't been out of that suit in a while now. He used to have it. I think he's lost it now. They all seem to be so happy. I'm sure none of them feel what I feel inside. I don't understand why everybody but me seems to be able to get it so easily. It's kind of funny. When I see other people who have it, it doesn't make me happy for them. It just makes me want it more for me. In fact, I kind of hope if I don't get it, nobody gets it. The good news is I'm going to get some help going after it, because having the right kind of friends is really important. I got a letter in the mail recently, no kidding. On the outside of the envelope it said, "You're smart, you're confident and you're successful." They obviously know me well. They've done their research. They don't send these kind of offers to just ordinary everyday losers. When I read the letter, it just got better and better. It said, "In light of your established credit history, Brodie Smith," whoa, these people know me. They know my name. "We would like to offer you a credit card. It's platinum, with a personal credit line of thousands of dollars, because we know you'll make your payments on time, keep your balance under your credit limit, and not have any payments returned." They know all this about me. They have confidence in me. I'm not even sure my mother believes in me this much. Brodie Smith, you're going to get withdrawal free, absolutely free, the lowest fixed rate in the nation, and pay no interest for 90 days on every purchase, every time, forever, because you deserve it. Man, they're right. The more I think about it, I do deserve it. Plus, every time I spend $1, I earn 2 membership reward option points. And what's best is there's no limit to the number of points I can earn. Every time I spend money, I'm earning reward points. It's signed by the president of the company, who adds, "I greatly look forward to welcoming you as a card member." These are exactly the kind of friends I need if I'm truly going to get it. Trust me, a line of credit is the very best friend you can have. Of course, I understand I have to sacrifice to get it. If I don't keep after it, it will get away from me. Even when I'm home, I'm consumed with it. When we're sitting around the table each night, when we all eat together, I have to keep my mobile phone handy because it might be texting me. In fact, one of the things I'm learning about it is I'm going to get it. I'm going to have to move faster because it's moving faster all the time. I realised my old pace was not going to get me there. So I'm getting up a little earlier. I'm studying a little later. I'm squeezing in a few more texts. I'm juggling a few more balls. I don't pray much, to tell you the truth. When I do, it's mostly on the run. To be honest, it's mostly about it. God, help me get it. God, why can't I have it? Or I pray about health or problems at school or relationships or things that will get in the way of me getting it. I'll tell people sometimes I'm going to pray for them or I'll pray about other things, but the reality is, it is always on my mind. I don't understand why God is not more committed to letting me have it. I know what you're thinking. Can I keep going at this pace? Is it going to be too much for me? Am I going to have a heart attack or something? Well, don't worry about me. I can take it. I can go like this all day, but I don't understand why it seems to be so elusive. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I'm enjoying my life all that much. I tell myself I am, but what kind of loser would admit to being unhappy? Sometimes it's lonely pushing like this. Sometimes I wonder if there's any other way to live. Here's the one thing I'm counting on. I just know it is going to make everything worthwhile. I'm not there yet, but I'll get there. Up until now, I just got little tastes of it. I'm not really hard to please. I just want my fair share. I just want what I would take to make me content with everything in my life all the time. I think I'm entitled, so I keep pushing. It has cost me pretty much everything, but I keep going. Look at it. It just keeps sitting there like it's taunting me. It's a funny thing. Sometimes I think I'll die if I don't get it. Sometimes I think I'll die trying. I'll tell you a secret. I've never told anybody this before. Sometimes I have doubts. Sometimes I'm afraid I'll spend my whole life reaching and never get a hold of it. I will feel like such a fool if I get to the end and look back on all those years of pushing and pushing and pushing and think it was all in vain. Sometimes, to tell you the truth, I think about getting off this machine. But I've come so far. I can't stop now. I'm so close. It is closer than it has ever been. I can almost touch it. I'm not giving up. I'll never give up. I'll never stop pushing. I'm never getting off.